Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how to make an extendable baton or rod or whatever you want to call it. So it goes out and it extends like it's on the floor. You see how long it is. Woo! And then it can get small again like this. See? And there's string, which is why it doesn't like fall out. And I'm gonna show you how to make this. And you can use this as a template for some kind of weapon or whatever it is you want to make. Like I'm being Yuki Cross from Vampire Night for Halloween, and she has something called an Artemis rod, and I'm using this design as a template to make that. So you can use this to make some kind of whatever kind of fake weapon from a TV show, or if you just like making fake weapons out of paper. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just recycling old papers from school. So, first thing, we're going to roll this paper up, and this is going to be the smallest one. So however, roll it the thickness of however big you want your smallest one to be. You know what I mean. Okay. So I'm just going to roll it. Yeah. Roll it up. And then we're going to put tape around it so it stays rolled up. Like this. Put it on the other end. Yep. That was our first step. If you made it so far, good job. And, oh, I forgot to tell you what you're going to need. You need 4 sheets of paper or more, depending on how long you want your rod or whatever to be. And string, scissors, tape, and a hook. You don't need a hook, but it will come in handy. I'll teach you guys how to crochet in another video. So, now we get our next piece of paper, and we use the first one to do this, just like that. And let's get our tape. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. I'll make another video on me making the actual Artemis rod from Vampire Night. But this is just a template, you know? So, yeah. So you see how it would extend like this. But we have a problem. You see, it can go out like this. And this is where one of my greatest assets, yarn, comes in handy. So you're like wondering, how can we fix this? How can we fix this? See, I thought this up last night. So, what we need to do, first I'm going to wrap tape around here so like when I cut a little hole, it won't tear as easily because the tape will make it stronger, you know. So I'm wrapping tape around, like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is cut 2 holes, like I'm going to cut one on this side and one on this side. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, and this is the smaller one, by the way, the first one that you rolled. So got a hole right here, and now we're gonna do it on the opposite side too. And so we got two little holes on here. We have a hole on this side and a hole on this side. Okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use string, and this is where the hook comes in handy. So I'm gonna use the hook to pull the string through here. Yeah. Woo. So I just pulled string through this, and I'm gonna tie a simple knot so it stays. Tying the knot. Yes, sirree. There we go. And now you're gonna look at this and say, so once this is in here, I don't want it to slide out, so I want it to stay right about here. So I'm gonna cut my string right about there. Okay, yeah, that'll do. And now I'm gonna do the same thing. So you see I tied string, circle, string. I'm gonna do that in this other hole, okay? Gonna do that, yep. Use my hook to pull the string through. Whoop. There we go. Tie a knot so it stays. With some paper and string. Okay. And now we're going to cut it the same. Okay. There, you can see this. And I'm going to cut it the same length as this string. So get your scissors. Snip, snip, snip. These scissors suck, okay? So here's the first rolled paper, the first one we did, and you cut two holes and then you tied string, okay? You see that? So far, so good. This video is probably going to be kind of long. I'm kind of slow at this, so whatever. Okay, now on the second one we rolled, that's just a teensy bit bigger than this one, we're going to wrap tape around one end, because we're going to cut holes in it like we did with this. Ooh. That tape around. Yeah. Okay. And now, so I wrap tape around this end, okay? And now I'm going to stick this one in it like this. Oh wait, my bad. Sorry about that. First, we're gonna cut two holes. I forgot to do that. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. First, cut a hole, like you did on the first one. Yeah, there we go. And now, we're going to, here's the side I put tape and hold in. Okay, now we're gonna put this. So, ooh. Yep. There. Am I doing this right? Okay. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I put it in there, and as you can see, the string, so what we're going to do is we want it to go out about, we can use this paper to see how much. Okay, so you can see that this much of the rod is in there, and we're going to have it where this much is in it, so that should be enough support so it doesn't mess up or anything. And what we're going to do now is tie these these string, we're going to pull first one string through that hole, and we're going to tie a knot for it. Just tie a knot. I use my crochet hooks for a lot of things other than crochet. Knots, I guess. But you see that I'm tying a knot. So there. Now I tie a knot now on the second string. Do the same thing. Use your hook, or if you don't need to use a hook, well, you know, get the string through the hole. You get that. So you can tie a knot. Okay, finally done with that. So, this can go. So, okay, we have this right here. This was the first one we rolled, this is the second. And there's string tying it, so it can't go out any farther than this, so it won't come out because the string is tying it. It's hard to explain how it works, but you saw me make it, so you understand how it works, so this won't go out and stuff. You get it, you know? So this is the first one. If you want it this short, then you can stop here. But I'm going to go 2 more pieces of paper to make it longer. So let's go ahead and put that back in. Get our third piece of paper. There's a bunch of string. Okay. Get your third piece of paper, and we are going to roll it up. Yep. And then tape it. Here is our third one. So now we're going to do almost the same thing that we did in the beginning. We are going to wrap tape all the way around one, cut 2 holes. You get the process. So I just wrapped tape around this end, whoosh, okay? Now, time to cut 2 holes. So, 1 hole right there. I just cut 1 hole. And then on the other end, a hole. So, yep, you can see a little hole that the yarn goes through. Okay. See how that works. And now, what we're going to do is there's no, you want string tied, so that when you pull string, you get how it works. I can't really explain it that well. Okay, so what we're going to do is cut 2 more holes on this. And string to it, like we did in the beginning, on the first one. Tying the knot. Okay, let's see, where do you want to cut it? You can see it from afar. Okay, so here I have string tied, yep, to it, and I'm going to do that again right here. Let's get to that. This hook really comes in handy. But I do think I'll do a crochet tutorial. You know, this is my first YouTube video. Take them down. Okay, that's probably what I don't do. You will probably be able to do this faster than me in my video. I don't know how long it is. But I think I'll stop off the third one, you know, since this video is already pretty long. I'll just stop at the third one. So yeah, this is the last one I'm doing. So this is the side where I wrap tape around it, okay? You know, and cut the holes, just so you know. So, what we're going to do is just stuff this string in this. String. The paper I'm using is old language arts. Most everybody hated these worksheets. But I'm turning them into something cool. There we go. Okay. And we're going to do what we did last time. Get this string through. I wish I could have it where the camera is closer, you know. I'm using my phone to videotape this, and I have the phone on my dresser, like halfway on, so the camera's, so here I am down on the floor, the phone's up there, so this video you might not even be able to see anything, it might be really confusing, but this is fun for me, and it might help some people out. So sorry if this video is, you can't see it good and blah 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 blah. Okay. I tied a knot. Now I'm going to do it on this other side. So let's see. Here I am. crochet hook through that hole, and we are going to pull this string through. Yep. Then pull it through again. And then we have a loop where we can make a knot. Yep. Make sure this knot stays by doubling it up and stuff. Okay, and there. So this was 3 sheets of paper, and this is how long it is and stuff. And I'll put it up like this. So see, it can get this small. It's that small, you know? And then extend it like this. Oh, and then it goes that long. And the string keeps these things together. And yeah, and so you can stop the video here if you want to, but I'm going to talk about Vampire Knight. So in Vampire Knight, this character, Yuki Cross, has something called an Artemis rod, and it can go in like this, so it's very compact, and so it's really easy to carry around and stuff. And I was like, I just love that. I like tiny things that are portable and stuff, you know? And I was like, I want to make that. I want to try to make that for my class for Halloween. I love Halloween. That's my favorite holiday. And I was like, what can I do? Because I watched some YouTube videos, but none of them, they use like they would get like a shower curtain or a pole or something and wrap duct tape around it and do the designs and stuff. But you couldn't put it in like this. It didn't go in. And I was like, oh, I really want to do that. I was like, there's no YouTube video on this. Well, I searched and I couldn't find anything. So I was like, okay. And I was like, let's use one of my greatest assets, yarn, to make this. And so here it is. And I will be doing another video once I figure out how I'm going to use this as a template to make my Yuki Cross Artemis rod. Fun. And you can use this if there's whatever. You can use this as a template for other things where they have an extendable rod, like use decorative paper or whatever you want to do, paint it, you know? Okay, so I guess I'll end this long video here. Oops.